Hey everybody, and welcome back into Homewood Field on this Wednesday night on the campus of Johns Hopkins University. Bob Trossett with you on HopTV, and we are just about set for some women's soccer. The number 11 Johns Hopkins Blue Jays come in at 8-2-1 on the year, 3-0 in the Centennial Conference. They'll take on the visiting Dickinson Red Devils, 7-2-1 on the year and 1-1-1 in the Centennial Conference. What a night as the moon is shining bright just over the Cordis Lacrosse Center. And we are just about ready for some Centennial Conference action here tonight. And what better night than to do it on Hump Day. The Red Devils are coached by a familiar name. You might know him, Ted Zingman, a former standout right here at Johns Hopkins. We'll get to him a little bit later in his first year at the helm of the program, and what a career he had at Johns Hopkins. He's now able to share his wisdom here with the Red Devils. Of course, you know the guy on the other side, Coach Weil, in his 26th season for the Blue Jays, looking for win number 366. Unbelievable tenure for Coach, and he just keeps getting better and better with age. So, for the Jays, starting it up top is Carly Lupton-Smith. Right next to Sophie Murphy, Bailey Monaco here on the bottom of your screen. And let's get things set from Homewood Field. She's going to look to cross it over. Misplaying that one was Riley O'Toole, the hero, last game with 2 goals as the Jays took down Haverford and advanced on for their 8th win of the season. Bailey Monaco scored in that game as well. As for the Red Devils, their leading scorer is not on the field at the moment. Caitlin Gugliotta, 5'2" sophomore. Expect to see her tonight. Jays will have to contain her on offense as now they look to work. Maddie Rocks got a foot on that one. And now with 50-50 balls up in the air, Sophie Murphy gets ahead on it. And now it leaks out of bounds away from Bailey Monaco. A lot of Hopkins teams in action tonight. Field hockey, volleyball, and right here at Homewood Field, soccer's underway. We'll get you scores throughout the night. Well, the all-time series here, Johns Hopkins leads 19-6-4. Looking for its 20th win in the all-time series that started all the way back in 1992 with a tie between these two teams. And last year, the Jays picked up a 4-0 victory. The last Red Devil win, you have to go all the way back to 2010. As that one is fired out of bounds by Leslie Bruni, the 5'7" senior from Palos Verdes Estates. Beautiful night here in Baltimore. We are scoreless here, just opening minutes on HopTV, a Centennial Conference matchup tonight. Chasing that down and kicking it out is Ellie Harris, the 5'4" freshman from Cabin John, Maryland. And that one fires out of bounds. Goal kick incoming. And it's our first look at Bess Kitzmiller, the 5'7" senior from Wilsonville, Oregon. Of course, has been splitting time with Robin Lipschultz. Coach Weil loves to go back and forth. So deep these Jays are. And on the other side, going up against Kitzmiller is Mary Catherine Brosnan, the 5'9" junior from Old Tappan, New Jersey. Has started and played all 10 games this season. She's allowed 8 goals, 39 saves, and has a save percentage of .830. Has 5 shutouts for the Red Devils, and they've looked good this year at times. Addie Zandy looks to push this one up ahead to Elizabeth Krause. But Leslie Bruni right up there, kicking it out of harm's way. It's going to stay with the Red Devils. Also give you updates throughout the broadcast as to how the men's soccer team is faring lately. Of course, they moved up a couple spots in the Division III men's soccer poll, up to number 9 now, as that one is headed out of bounds. Last touch by the Red Devils, and taking the throw-in for the Jays is Thea Harvey Brown. 5'8" senior from Mill Valley, California. Played her high school soccer at Urban School of San Francisco. Part of this diverse team. They're from all over the country, these 2017 Jays. As now, here comes our first look at Brosnan. It's a diving save for the Red Devils. And Mary Catherine makes her presence felt here in the opening 4 minutes. Well, how about more on Coach Zingman for the Red Devils? He excelled as a player at Johns Hopkins. In his 4 years with the program, he led the team to the following record. How about this? 64 wins, only 10 losses, and 4 ties. Was ranked as high as number 2 in the nation at one point and appeared in the quarterfinals. What a 4 years Coach Zingman was able to enjoy here at Johns Hopkins. And you got to think a lot of emotions going through Coach Zingman's heads here tonight as Kraus now looks to enter this one in. But a nice defensive play there by Harvey Brown to stop progression for the time being. Throw-in incoming from Bryce Delaney. Coach Zingman graduated JHU with a degree in civil engineering in 2000. And he then went on to spend 6 years as a project manager with the Whiting Turner Contracting Company before making that full-time switch to coaching. As now this one up ahead for Bailey Monaco. Again, Brosnan leads the box and coughs that one up. Rachel Lazarus now dribbling it for the Red Devils, looking up ahead for Goldrich. Alexandra Goldrich, 5'8" senior from Little Silver, New Jersey. Played her high school soccer at Red Bank Regional. That one's out of bounds. Last touch by the Red Devils. Obayashi running that down for the Jays. Mizuho, the 5'3" freshman from Ogden, Utah. Part of this freshman class that's getting time. And Riley O'Toole right on cue with the freshman class. And here comes Bailey Monaco. Nice defensive play there by the Red Devils. That was Aaron McDonald getting a foot on that. Goldrich now trying to get it out back towards their offense. But Harvey Brown pulls it out with Bruni. Thea now working back to the middle. A touch pass over to Maddie Rocks. Rocks is picked up by Rachel Lazarus. We got the National League wild card game tonight between the Diamondbacks and Rockies. We'll get you scores throughout the night for that. Of course, the Yankees took down the Twins last night. And that whistle's going to go against Hopkins, so a free kick opportunity coming for the Red Devils. Coming up on the 7th minute early on in this first half. We're scoreless. Thanks for being with us tonight. Bob Trossett with you on HopTV. Been getting some great feedback from viewers on the broadcast via Twitter. It's been exciting to see just how many of you are tuning in, and I think both sides, men's and women's, people are excited about these two teams this year, and there's some hype. And I think the belief is in the locker room and outside of the locker room here at Johns Hopkins that both of these teams can make deep runs through the Centennial Conference tournament and also potentially into the NCAA tournament. So it's been really exciting to be on this ride with you all. Be sure to get on Twitter tonight. We'll be doing poll questions throughout the night. You can tweet and follow me at Bob Trossett, as that one is called against the Red Devils as Bailey Monaco hit the deck. So now quickly working the Jays are. Murphy now looking up ahead. And that one's kicked out of bounds by the Red Devils. Jays throw-in incoming. Well, Riley O'Toole coming off, I should say, a pretty solid game at Haverford. 2 goals, one in the first half, one in the second half. And Bailey Monaco had a second half goal as well to lead the Jays past Haverford. course, they'll host Muhlenberg this weekend, Saturday at 6 o'clock. Couple more tough games on the schedule, including the one team that's ahead of them in the Centennial Conference, and that's McDaniel. McDaniel at the top of the conference, 4-0, 8-2 overall. They've showed they're human, but it should be a very interesting game at McDaniel on October 11th. Should be one of the more serious challenges for the Jays. Now here come the Red Devils on the break with room to run. Thea Harvey-Brown now retreating. Cross is trying to get it back into the middle past Harvey-Brown, but a nice stand by Thea in the 9th minute. We're scoreless here at Homewood Field. And a corner kick incoming now for the Red Devils. Nice opportunity here early. Running over to take that is Killian Donahue, the 5'4 junior from Bronxville, New York. And now Killian sets this one up 9.5 minutes into this first half. Here comes Donahue's kick over the box and misses everybody. Riley O'Toole now chasing it down before it goes out of bounds. Cannot get there in time. And we'll go back the other way. Well, the Red Devils really have to take several hard looks at this Jays offense tonight. And they have some players to keep in check, one of them being Michelle Santangelo. 19 points, leads the team on the year, 8 goals. Of course, Riley O'Toole right behind her in that category, 15 points on the year, 7 goals. Bailey Monaco comes in at third with 14 points and 5 goals on the year. Maddie Rocks with an additional 5 as well. So a lot of different weapons these Jays can throw at you. And here comes a ball. But Brosnan leaves the goal and makes a nice play to get this one and lift it past midfield. Near collision there, just past the midfield line, as Obiyashi's going to pick up the foul there on the Red Devils. Looked like it was number 7. That's Alexandra Goldrich, the 5'8 senior from Little Silver, New Jersey. Donahue now working it on the top of your screen. We're scoreless here tonight. A lot of other teams in action as well throughout the conference. Bryn Mawr is at Muhlenberg. That game just kicked off. Number 23, Swarthmore, travels to Washington College. And that game is currently underway as well. McDaniel's at Franklin and Marshall. And there's 2 7:30 games as well. That's Haverford and Ursinus, along with Gettysburg at TCNJ. So a lot of games here tonight. The standings should shift a little bit at the end of tonight. And now here comes the ball. It's designed up ahead. Running it down is Kraus. Thea Harvey-Brown checks her real quick. Stops the momentum. Back to the middle it goes for Allie Diaz. And taking care of that one is Bess Kitzmiller. Kitzmiller coming off a 6-save performance in 90 minutes of action as the Jays took down Haverford. Kitzmiller's played in 7 games this year. Allowed 6 goals, 22 saves on the year, and 3 shutouts. As for Robin Lipschultz, she started 4 games and has 7 saves on the year along with 4 shutouts. So both of them have showed they can get it done. As now Thea Harvey-Brown continues her solid start to tonight on defense. And now Maddie Rocks wide open, all kinds of space. She's got Riley O'Toole on the top of your screen on the far left. She's looking ahead for Riley. She knows she's got the hot foot lately. And O'Toole completely leveled Diaz there. Sophie Murphy comes up on it, and now it's cleared by the Red Devils. Carly Lupton-Smith 5'7" sophomore from Cary, North Carolina. Played her high school soccer at Cary Academy. And our first substitution of the night will be Katie Whittington. We've seen her pretty often the last couple games. She's getting some serious time as the Frosh. 5'5" from Sandy, Utah. Played her high school soccer at Juan Diego Catholic. As Thea Harvey Brown was slow to get up there. So she's getting checked on by the Hopkins training staff. She seems to be okay. She's standing up on her own just fine. We'll see what happens with Thea Harvey Brown. Of course, Hallie Horvath, in other news, isn't even on the field tonight. So, oh, you know what? Scratch that. I believe I see her. She's just not dressed tonight. So it's been a couple games for Hallie, so she seems to still be hurt. So we'll get you updates as needed for Hallie. Hopefully we see her sooner rather than later. And now Riley O'Toole with some room to run. Gets past one defender. Look at how quick Riley can move. Here comes O'Toole. And it's fired just wide left of Brosnan's net. And now Brosnan looking up ahead for Donahue. Out in transition now are the Red Devils. Obayashi trying to pick up Ellie Harris there, and Harris hits the deck now. And now here come the Jays back the other way. Both teams still feeling each other out. We're scoreless here on HopTV. Thanks for being with us tonight for some Centennial Conference soccer. Santangelo was wide open down there. She wanted that one, but here come the Red Devils. Kraus being picked up by Whittington, gets past Katie with that quick first step, and now leaks it up ahead. A nice touch pass to Goldrich. Chasing down Goldrich is Kyla Pertsky. First time we mentioned Kyla's name tonight. 5'8" junior from New Canaan, Connecticut. And now Maddie Rocks with some room. She's got Santangelo on her left, and on her far left is O'Toole streaking down the top of your screen. Maddie Rocks pulls it out a little bit, and it's cleared for the time being. Obayashi stepping up on that one. It's going to be last touch by the Jays. Out of bounds. Throwing incoming. Handling it for the Red Devils is Killian Donahue. Final score out of field hockey from the 4 o'clock game that was right here at Homewood Field. Johns Hopkins shut out Dickinson by a final score of 4-0. Solid effort from field hockey right here. Volleyball's underway as well. They just started a couple minutes ago after a late start. I believe Dickinson had some bus troubles. Sophie Murphy now looking up ahead. Bailey Monaco had a chance at that one. Santangelo getting ahead on it now. Back and forth we go here. It's a heading clinic outside, and now it's finally sneaks away. Brosnan tried to grab that one. Coming up on the 18th minute here at Homewood Field on a beautiful fall evening. It was pretty hot today, I think you could say. Took a lunch break at work, and I was sweating a little bit at the end of that hour. Wouldn't exactly expect that for October 4th. Bailey Monaco lets that one sneak on ahead of her. What a great season Bailey's been having. 14 points, 5 goals, and 4 assists. She gets it done in so many ways offensively for this team, and is really the heart and soul as well. Leslie Bruni now with that free kick leaking on up ahead. Red Devils trying to transition. That's something they have not done too well so far through 18 and a half minutes. While I was taking a look at a few soccer notes from the Centennial Conference, and I found a pretty cool one about Coach Weil. I already told you the statistic. It's the amount of wins he has as a head coach. But what I want to do is I want to stack it up against everybody else that's in the division, because then it really adds some legitimacy to this record. So Coach Weil is at 365 career wins as Sophie Murphy collides in the middle of the field with Goldrich. She seems to be okay, gets right up. Free kick coming for Hopkins. 365 wins is the number for Coach Weil in 26 years. The next closest is 225, and that's for Muhlenberg's head coach, Leslie Benentend, and she's done that in 23 years. So with just 3 more years, and really it's his current 26th season, so it's not exactly 3 years yet. Coach Weil has 365 wins in 26 seasons. So what an incredible stat. And again, the next closest is 225. After that is, let's see here, 156. That's Swarthmore's head coach. After that 156, it's 110. And that's Haverford's head coach, Jamie Schneck. And then the only other coach with 100-plus wins is Matt Garrett for Gettysburg. He's been there 11 years with 105. So I just thought that was a pretty cool stat. Shows you just how incredible of a 26 years it's been here for Coach Weil. And there's no doubt that all the girls respect him immensely. You could just see it.
Number 4, Abby Kaya.
Abby Kaya now checks into this game for the Red Devils. Throwing in coming for the Jays. Monaco working quickly now up ahead for Santangelo. Nicely placed off the Maddie Rocks now. Here come the Jays. And making a diving stop just outside the goalie box is Brosnan. Hasn't been afraid to put her body on the line here tonight so far. Taking a look at some of the other statistics league-wide and career active leaders. Bailey Monaco is also in the assist category with 19 career assists. She's tied for third in the Centennial Conference all time, as that one was just fired wide from Michelle Santangelo. She continues her hot streak. That foot is really hot for the Jays, and they got to continue to test her. Marin McCoy for Swarthmore comes in with 25 assists in her career. And Hannah Leichenstein comes in with 23. So Bailey Monaco is right behind those two at Swarthmore. What a career it's been. And you better believe that she feels that she's not done here. They feel like they can go quite a long ways here at Hopkins this fall. Katie Whittington working on the sideline with Maddie Rocks. That one is fired out of bounds. A missed kick there, misfire from Whittington. Well, I tell you, a little bit of a personal note here. I think some of you will get a kick out of this. So Ernie LaRosa up here in the booth gave me some swagger here tonight. A Hopkins polo, Under Armour, and I'm pumped to throw that on. But I put it on my social media, and next thing you know, now I do have to tell you, I am a Loyola graduate of 2017. And next thing I know, all my former classmates all giving me a whole lot of crap about putting that up. So they are not happy with me, but I will rock that shirt with pride, no doubt about it. But I'm in some hot water with some of my former classmates at Loyola. That one is out of bounds, last touched by the Red Devils. Bryce Delaney cleared it out of Bailey Monaco's path. Delaney, the 5'3 sophomore from Bethesda, Maryland, played her high school soccer at Georgetown Day School. Whittington set to throw that one in. Looking up ahead for Monaco. Did she earn the corner kick? No, she did not. Brosnan goal kick incoming. Leslie Bruni racing down this one for the free kick. Maddie Rock's now working on the top of your screen. That one fires out of bounds. Last touch by Maddie. Goal kick incoming again for Brosnan. Approaching the 25th minute here at Homewood Field as a couple substitutions set to come in for the Red Devils. Breonna Davis along with Emma Moore. Emma Moore, the 5'3 sophomore from Davidsonville, Maryland. And Breonna, the 5'2 junior from Franklin Park, New Jersey. Several Jays warming on the sidelines as well for Coach Weil. Bailey Monaco trying to step up on that one. Now here comes a ball up ahead for Breonna Davis just into this game. Persky coming right up on top of her, gets past her in the first step. Nice defensive stand there by the Jays to recover after a long run by Davis. Annie Pendleton, that's our first look at the 5'3 junior from Warrenton, Virginia. Played her high school soccer at Highland. Bryce Delaney looking to get it back into the middle. Obayashi comes up on it. Riley O'Toole may have touched that one with her hand, so we'll get a free kick opportunity now coming. So here comes the free kick. And nobody touches it. Bess Kitzmiller now looking to get things going with Leslie Bruni as the Jays look to transition. Sophie Murphy gets beat by Addie Zandy. Up ahead now. Davis is so quick on the left-hand side of your screen. Got it to Zandy, who fired it, and it was deflected off of Kyla Persky. Dangerous play there. Red Devils earn a corner kick now, as a slew of Jays are getting ready to check into this game for Coach Weil, as he will try and catch the Red Devils off guard. And there's one for the Red Devils. They will get on the board first. 1-0 here. So tough circumstance there off the corner kick. It looked like it was Addie Zandy who scored that one for the Red Devils. Zandy, the 5'5 sophomore, sneaks it past. I think she may have gotten ahead on that one. And now here come the Jays substitutions. 6 of them. So Kristen Nixon's going to come into this game. Tony Abadi. Alexandra Dameron. Whittington stays in. Samantha Hoffman comes into this game. Kayla Blair as well. Lots of J's.
Scored by number 8, Aaron McDonald, assisted by number 2, Addie Zandy. Time of the goal, 28 minutes, 1 second.
So, my correction on that last goal. It will be credited to Aaron McDonald, assisted by Zandy. So my apologies on that for the Red Devil fans listening out there. Aaron McDonald makes it 1-0 here in the 28th minute. The 5'6 sophomore from Searsdale, New York. It was assisted by Addie Zandy off the corner kick. And now the Jays playing from behind here in the first half. Jessie Cole into this game as well for the Jays. She was one of those 6 to be subbed in by Coach Weil. As now Alexandra Dameron lets that one go out of bounds. Last touch by her leg. And now another substitution for the Red Devils. Back and forth we go here. Tara Dedrickson, the 5'5 freshman from Pasadena, Maryland. Played her high school soccer at Chesapeake. Sophie Murphy now up ahead for Hoffman. Riley O'Toole now comes away with it. She's got Obayashi on the top of your screen. Obayashi's going to fire away, and taking care of it is Brosnan. Christina Madelo into this game as well defensively for the Jays. 5'8 junior from Murrieta, California. Approaching the 31st minute here at Homewood Field. Bob Trossett with you on HopTV. Dickinson leads 1-0 thanks to a goal in the 28th minute from Aaron McDonald. Off a corner kick, the assist was credited to Addie Zandy. Jays are used to playing from behind. Something they've done in a lot of their wins here this year. And they have 8 of them. Riley O'Toole establishes nice position now, and here comes O'Toole. Gets tripped up, no call, right in front of the official. After a pretty physical play there by Bryce Delaney. Madelo chases this one down. Tara Dedrickson hits the deck, and we're going to have a whistle. It looks like it's going to go against the Jays. Setting up this kick now is Annie Pendleton, 5'3" freshman. They're going to crash the box. Here comes the kick. Obayashi got ahead on that one, and Kayla Blair gets it out of harm's way. Abby Kasia into this game for the Red Devils. 5'4" sophomore from Reading, Vermont. Played her high school soccer at Woodstock. Addie Zandy dumps it off. Firing wide there was Lazarus. 33rd minute. Decent crowd here tonight at Homewood Field. A lot of the male athletes coming out to support the squad here tonight. It's got to be approaching midterm season, though, I'm sure, so not too many students around here. 5 shots so far for the Jays, 4 for the Red Devils, and they lead 1-0. As Christina's going to chase this one down and let it go out of bounds. Rockies and Diamondbacks coming up on TBS. The NL wildcard game for the MLB. 8 o'clock, first pitch. Arizona slightly favored in that game as Madelo allows Kitzmiller to give it off to Kayla Blair. Madelo up ahead for Whittington. And now Katie at the midfield line. Gunning this one down is Abby Kasia. It's going to sneak on out of bounds. Last touched by the Jays.
Now in for Johns Hopkins, number 17, Riley Savensky. Now in for Dickinson, number 18, Caitlin Gugliotta.
Caitlin Gugliotta coming into this game. Of course, she's the team's leader in points, and it took almost 35 minutes to see her. They're doing just fine without her. Sophie Murphy up ahead for O'Toole. A nice ball, just a little bit too up ahead of the outstretched path there of Riley O'Toole. Smith now off to the middle. Here comes a run. Addie Zandy got a foot on that one. A second try. It's deflected again. 2 in a row. A nice defensive stand there for the Jays. Here as we approach the 36th minute. It's 1-0 in favor of Dickinson as Kitzmiller dives on top of that one and corrals it. Riley O'Toole now being chased. Misplays that one in the middle of the field, but it sneaks on off to Dameron. And that one's fired wide. Brosnan will let it go out of bounds. Giving chase there was Samantha Hoffman. Madelo. Nice footwork there by Sophie Murphy. Riley O'Toole up ahead for Jesse Cole. Trying to get to it before it goes out of bounds, but could not get there. Murphy up ahead. Kristen Nixon. Riley Savensky's into this game as well. 5'7" sophomore from Annapolis, Maryland. As now an opportunity arises for the Jays. It's their first corner kick opportunity. Alexandra Dameron now will run and take it for the Jays. They're going to crash the box. O'Toole's right in there. Here comes the low liner, and it's deflected. And again, firing wide left are the Red Devils. Dameron now on the top of your screen being chased hard, starts and stops. Here comes a 50-50 ball. Riley O'Toole now chasing it down, getting ahead on it, leaves it for Sophie Murphy. Madelo keeps it alive for the Jays. Losing sight of it there was Kristen Nixon. It was right over her head. Near collision there between Madelo and Smith. Here come the Red Devils, led by Addie Zandy. Crosses it over to the middle to Dedrickson, or at least she tried to. No call right around the midfield line. Crowd didn't like it. Physical play starting to ramp up here. And now a call against the Jays, and the crowd's really going to let these officials hear it. 40th minute now. It's 1-0. In favor of the visiting Red Devils. Taking this free kick opportunity is Erin McDonald. She was the one that scored back in the 28th minute. Here comes her kick. Madelo gets a head on that. And now leaks this one over to Coach Zingman. Samantha Hoffman working with Kayla Blair to gain possession. Blair misplays that one. Stepping up on it is Lazarus. Here comes Rachel. So Madelo with a free kick opportunity now on the bottom of your screen. Here comes Christina up ahead. And now here comes a ball that had enough to get over Brosnan's head, but it was wide left. Last few minutes of this first half, 1-0 in favor of the visiting Red Devils from Dickinson. Sophie Murphy working with Kayla Blair. And now Alexandra Dameron's going to fire ahead, and it's through the uprights. Two minutes left in the first half. So Brosnan sets to kick this one on a night with a full moon, or pretty damn close to it. Smith now working with Whittington up against each other. Sneaks it up ahead, and here comes Dickinson. Here comes a nice ball up ahead. It's designed for Diaz. And now through the middle, Smith almost had an opportunity there, but how about that defense right there, converging on Smith to prevent another goal here late on in the first half. A great defensive stand there by the Jays. That was dangerous.
One minute to play in the first half.
Under a minute now to play in this first half. Thanks for being with us tonight. Bob Trossett with you on HopTV. It's 1-0 in favor of Dickinson, thanks to a 28th minute goal from Aaron McDonald, 5'6" sophomore from Scarsdale, New York. It was assisted by Addie Zandy off of a corner kick. And the Jays haven't been able to get too much going offensively. 7 shots. That's one more than Dickinson, but not a lot of great shots. So after 45 minutes of play, Dickinson will go into the break up on Johns Hopkins right here at home for the Jays by a score of 1-0, thanks to a 28th-minute goal from Aaron McDonald. We got a lot more coming here tonight on HopTV, including second-half action and a recap of the first half. You've been watching Johns Hopkins University Women's Soccer on HopTV, and I'm Bob Trossett. We'll be right back after the half. Hey, everybody, and welcome back into Homewood Field here on the campus of Johns Hopkins University. We're just a few minutes away from getting things started here in the second half. Of course, the visiting Red Devils of Dickinson out in front here at the start of the half. 1-0 thanks to a goal coming in the 28th minute off the foot of Aaron McDonald, 5'6" sophomore from Scarsdale, New York. It was off a corner kick assisted by Addie Zandy. And that's all they needed there in that first half. So the Jays will play from behind to start out this one, but I had a couple quick notes that I wanted to tell you about Coach Zingman that I did not get to address in that first half. So we all know that he was a 2000 grad of Johns Hopkins, and he helped the team to a 64-10-4 record during his time here in Baltimore. But how about this? In the 1999 season, he scored 23 goals for the Red Devils. That's good for third best in school history, and at the time, it broke the previous record. And then in the 1998 NCAA tournament, Coach Zingman scored 3 goals in one crazy 6-5 win against Bethany. And that's the only hat trick, in men's soccer NCAA history. 14 all-time appearances for Johns Hopkins, and that's the only hat trick that a Johns Hopkins player has completed. That's quite a statistic for Coach Zingman. So we're underway here at Homewood Field on a beautiful night here in Baltimore. Sophie Murphy controlling things now for the Jays. Gets it off to Carly Lupton-Smith. Had a chance to get a closer look at Hallie Horvath during halftime, and she had the boot on that left foot, walking gingerly off the field, so she will not be in tonight's game. So we'll get you updated throughout the next couple games for Hallie and when we think she might be back. Michelle Santangelo now with some room to run. Dumps it off to Maddie Rocks. Here come the Jays looking to tie things up now. Michelle Santangelo now. Brosnan leaves the net just for the moment. And now clearing it is this defense for Dickinson. Thea Harvey-Brown now looking to keep it in play. She does. And now it's up ahead, left for Dickinson. Tracking that down is Aaron McDonald. It's going to leave it for Brosnan, and now the incoming goal kick. Brosnan now. It's a low liner intended for Maddie Rocks. Coming up with it now is Zandy. Jays have come out in attack mode here in the second half. Here comes Riley O'Toole, being chased heavily by Abby Kasia. Couple defenders on her. Carly Lupton-Smith now trying to keep it alive. And now back the other way we go. Zandy up ahead. Now throwing incoming. Handling it is Emma Moore. 5'3" sophomore from Davidsonville, Maryland. St. Mary's graduate. That's where she played her high school soccer. That one goes out of bounds. This time it's going to be Jay's ball. Obayashi will handle the throw-in. Up ahead for Maddie Rocks. It's 1-0 in favor of Dickinson, if you're just tuning in. Back in the 28th minute in the first half, Aaron McDonald was able to score on a corner kick opportunity. It all started from Addie Zandy. Obayashi up ahead for O'Toole. Obayashi playing really aggressive here to start out this second half. Just a couple minutes into this one. Lupton-Smith hits the deck there. She's up limping a little bit with that right leg. And now Pendleton works. Picked up by Obayashi, going around on the outside. Tries to get it back to the middle. And Kitzmiller will grab this one for the Jays. And now Monaco back towards the middle of the field. Up ahead for O'Toole. Of course, Riley and Bailey with a solid game as they took down Haverford over the weekend. And now Brosnan will boot this one on down. Short of midfield. Lupton-Smith keeps it alive. Up ahead for Santangelo. Jays are out shooting the Red Devils 8-6. 3 saves so far for Brosnan. None yet for Bess Kitzmiller. Here's one up ahead. It's going to be out of bounds. Goal kick incoming. '50th minute here at Homewood Field. Thanks for being with us tonight. Bob Trossett with you on HopTV. A lot of teams in action tonight throughout the Centennial Conference. We'll get you updates throughout the night. Hopkins volleyball taking on Dickinson just across the way. And they just won the second set to go up 2-0. 25-21. They took the first set 25-17. So the Jays over in the gymnasium are in good shape to take the set 3-0. Of course, field hockey already beating Dickinson earlier today, so they're looking for the sweep here tonight. All three teams, volleyball, field hockey, and soccer, all playing Dickinson tonight. Free kick coming now. Looks like Bailey Monaco will take it. She's got Lupton, Smith, O'Toole up there. Santangelo mixing it up as well. Here comes the kick from Bailey. Brosnan nearly collides with one of her teammates. Looked like that was Annie Pendleton. That was dangerous play there for Brosnan. Some miscommunication. Right inside the goalie box. You don't see that very often. Luckily for Dickinson, they get away with it. So now the kick's going to be handled by Brosnan. Solid effort for Mary Catherine in the net so far tonight with 3 saves. 45 minutes of shutout ball here. Santangelo with a nice touch pass was looking for Maddie Rocks, but O'Toole finds it, and now she shoves it ahead to Maddie Rocks, and it looks like it's going to be last touched by the Red Devils, and it is. Corner kick incoming now for the Jays. Bailey Monaco running it down, and the Jays could be in business here. Approaching the 53rd minute. Here comes Bailey. Getting a head on it there was Sophie Murphy, but a beautiful save off to her left by Brosnan. Nice effort there in the net. That's good for her 4th save of the evening. She continues to get it done for Dickinson. Obayashi gets a head on that one. And now Kyla Persky is going to retreat this one back on to Bess Kitzmiller. And now Kitzmiller's up ahead looking for O'Toole. Abby Kasia saves that one before it goes out of bounds. Obayashi will handle the throw-in. Up ahead for Carly Lupton-Smith. And now Leslie Bruni. Going to reset this offense here. 1-0 if you're just tuning in favor of the Dickinson Red Devils over the Blue Jays in women's soccer here in Centennial Conference matchup. Jays come in undefeated in conference play. Dickinson comes in 1-1-1. They're hungry for a win. They're looking to close out this second half. Still a lot of time to play. Obayashi loses that one. And O'Toole tried to recover it. O'Toole now off the turnover. Lupton-Smith got a foot in there. And now Santangelo's going to look to run. But a nice play there defensively by, looked like that was Pendleton. So a nice play by Annie there to stop progression. As Santangelo, once she gets going, she can really put on the Jets. Has nice footwork combined with a powerful foot. 55th minute now. Here comes a throw-in coming from Abby Kasia, 5'4" sophomore from Reading, Vermont. Played her high school soccer at Woodstock. And now they're going to look to retreat. Another throw-in handled by Kasia and this Dickinson squad. It's been a slow start to the second half. Other than a save by Bronson, has not been much going on here offensively for either one of these teams. Kyla Persky now stepping up on this. She's shifting it ahead for Michelle Santangelo, who makes one little move off to her left. And now she's streaking towards it. And that one is fired out of bounds. Looked like to be last touched by Pendleton. Oh, no, excuse me. Back the other way we go. Last touch by Santangelo. I swore that could have been deflected off of Dickinson, but officials say it stays with Dickinson here. So a goal kick incoming now, and here comes the boots. It was intended for Allie Diaz. Sophie Murphy now head-to-head with Goldrich. And now Bailey Monaco comes up with it. Jay's looking to reset now. Obayashi wide open over here below your screen that you can see. Up ahead now for Riley O'Toole. Saves it before it goes out of bounds. Nice footwork by the freshman. Lupton Smith now crossing it back to the middle with Sophie Murphy. Substitution incoming for Dickinson. It's Sienna Zittel, 5'6" sophomore from Shillington, PA. And now Monaco is mixing it up on the top of your screen. She thought she was awarded with the corner kick, but back the other way we go. Not a lot of corner kicks going the Jays' way so far, as Sienna Zittel set the check into this game. Ellie Harris comes back to the table as well. She'll come into the next whistle. 57th minute here from Homewood Field. Bob Trossett with you on HopTV. Dickinson leads Hopkins by a score of 1-0, and there's an easy call there going against Dickinson as Monaco hit the deck. So a free kick incoming now for the Jays, and a good opportunity now to strike one home. So Bailey Monaco is going to be forced to get this one over the wall that Dickinson is forming now. She's got Maddie Rocks just on the outskirts of the box. Here comes the low liner. Nice defensive play there by Goldrich to keep it alive. And out of harm's way, Breonna Davis kicked that out of Monaco's path. And now Bailey's just going to fire this one over for Riley O'Toole, who didn't even have a chance to save that one before it went out of bounds. Substitution incoming now. Ellie Harris will replace Emma Moore and give her a rest. Harris, the 5'4" freshman from Cabin John, Maryland, has been getting some time here along with some other freshmen. Both coaches not afraid to dive into their benches and show just how confident they are in the youth on this team, especially Coach Weil. Of course, Riley O'Toole really emerging as one of the freshman phenoms here. Having a solid season so far, of course, coming off a game where she scored 2 goals in the win at Haverford. She has 15 points on the year, along with 7 goals, as Kyla Persky is going to set up this free kick opportunity. They'll crash the box here. Lupton Smith, Maddie Rocks is in there as well. Here comes the kick from Persky. It's a high one, and getting ahead on it there was Sophie Murphy. A nice opportunity there, but Brosnan swallows it up. Good for her 5th save now, and still working on that shutout. Now lifts a high bomb here up ahead for Ellie Harris. Riley O'Toole working for possession in the 60th minute. Crowd is not pleased right now. They thought that was out of bounds, last touched. They thought that it would have been Jay's throwing, but instead it's Red Devils. And now Samantha Hoffman will give Sophie Murphy a break.
Johns Hopkins, number 15, Samantha Hoffman.
Here comes the throw-in now from Dickinson. Lupton Smith going toe-to-toe there with Dedrickson. And now O'Toole comes away with it for the moment. Santangelo and O'Toole working back and forth. Here comes Riley. She's being picked up hard by this defense. And now Lupton Smith tried to save that one, but clearing it wisely is Abby Kasia. Leslie Bruni now taking her time. All kinds of time on the top of your screen. 1-0 in favor of Dickinson now as we approach the 62nd minute. Maddie Rocks leading this charge. Tried to cross it back to the middle and does to Riley O'Toole, who winds up Riley O'Toole from way out. And it's the equalizer, 1-1 here at Homewood Field. What a strike from Riley O'Toole. Just what the Jays needed. Well, just when you thought that the Jays have gone quiet here, Riley O'Toole with an absolute strike from at least 20 yards out, right over the outstretched arms of Brosnan. And we got ourselves a game here, and the Jays are all fired up now. For Riley, it's her third goal in 2 games. And she's got a heat check going on here at Homewood Field. They need to feed her the ball here, as this one's just getting good. I think we'll see that one again in the postseason highlights. Matt Lawrence, who's calling the volleyball game tonight, I'll definitely let him know about that strike, because that was a beauty off the right foot of Riley O'Toole. You knew at some point the Jays, as they were out shooting this team, at some point, they were going to find the back of the net. And it came in the 61st minute. So the bench is all fired up. And this crowd has been re-energized with that Riley O'Toole goal. She now has 8 goals on the year, 16 points. And getting it done in her freshman campaign. She is on to really enjoy a successful career here. Coach Wiles really excited about her development through the first half of the season. And now she carries it right on into October. And here she is, O'Toole now. Swinging it back to Kyla Persky. Looking to set up something for this offense. And that one is out in front of Santangelo. Substitution incoming now for Dickinson. It's Killian Donahue. She'll give Abby Kasia a rest. Well, I think it's about time that we hop on Twitter and ask tonight's Twitter question. And I'm thinking tonight it's all about Riley O'Toole. Here's the question. Describe Riley O'Toole's last 2 games in 1 word. You can tweet and follow me at Bob Trossett, at BOBTROSSET. The question is the following. Describe, or I guess it isn't a question, it's more of a statement. Describe Riley O'Toole's last 2 games in 1 word. And if you haven't been tuning in, Riley O'Toole still with more time, a lot of time left in this game. She scored 3 goals in the last 2 games. 2 against Haverford and now 1 here tonight. And it was the equalizer to tie things up against Dickinson. We're interlocked at 1 now at Homewood Field. So hop on Twitter and let me know. Because that freshman can play, and she's really solidifying herself as a big-time offensive threat. Of course, Michelle Santangelo has been hot as well. Look out for her. You cannot forget about Santangelo by any means. The Jays have kept this defense, this offense, I should say, for Dickinson pretty much in check. They've only had 6 shots on goal, and the majority of them came in the second half. Of course, one coming off the foot of Aaron McDonald back in the 28th minute, but since then they have not been able to do much offensively. Credit this Hopkins defense as Santangelo's looking to reset here. Harvey Brown gets that in quickly. Jays are looking to work. Lupton Smith tried to sneak that one up ahead to Monaco. Substitution running over to the table for Dickinson. Looks like it's Allie Diaz. 5'3" freshman from Rockville Center, New York. Played her high school soccer at Southside. She'll come in at the next whistle as Kyla Persky tries to keep this one alive. Racing down is Dedrickson. Persky hits the deck. Here comes Dedrickson. She's still got it going. Finally, Riley O'Toole comes in and ruins the night. Crowd is not happy, as you can probably hear. And the officials, it looks like they called Michelle Santangelo offsides. Coach Vanzella cannot believe it right below me. Crowd is not pleased here. Getting fired up. We're intensifying here at Homewood Field. Things are getting hot. As now Obayashi up ahead for Santangelo. Maddie Rock's trying to come down with it. Well, I can't quite figure out that call either, for the record. I don't know how Michelle Santangelo was called offsides there. I mean, there were 4 defenders behind her. So not quite sure how that one worked. 67th minute here at Homewood Field. We are interlocked at 1 in what has become an intense game here in the Centennial Conference. The Jays looking to stay undefeated in conference play. Red Devils looking for their second win. They're 1-1 in year. 1-1-1 on the year in conference play. 7-2-1 overall. Of course, the Jays are 8-2-1 overall. As now they continue to threaten offensively. Brosnan leaves the box to grab that one off an easy kick there. 11 shots now for the Jays. They continue to stay productive here in the second half. Lupton Smith lets that one squeak away from her, and now Thea Harvey Brown stops momentum there. As she has all night long, she's been solid defensively for the Jays. Well, men's soccer travels to Messiah tomorrow night, and they're looking for number 12. 12 wins in a row to start out the year. What a year it's been. They moved up a couple slots in the D3 poll as well. They're now number 9, up from 11. As now Maddie Rocks is walking off the field with an official. She may have some blood on her. Let's see what goes on here. So some confusion on the field right now as to who can be on the field and who can be off. Maddie Rocks is going to stay off for the time being. And it looks like the Jays will play with a man down here for a minute or so until the next whistle. So the officials sort of having a rough go here in the last few minutes. Crowd is letting them hear it. '68th minute now. And a free kick coming for the Jays. Leslie Bruni takes that. Up ahead to Maddie Rocks. She got a foot on it. Making her way over to the scoring table for the Red Devils is number 18, Caitlin Gugliotta. Of course, she leads this team in points, but we haven't seen much of her tonight.
Now in for Dickinson, number 18, Caitlin Gugliotta.
th minute now. And we are interlocked at 1 between Dickinson and Johns Hopkins. Kyla Persky now with a nice chest pass there. Santangelo keeps it in bounds. And now it's fired out. Last touch by Dickinson. Obayashi runs down to take the throw-in. So not much activity since that goal from Riley O'Toole, which was really just a thing of beauty, a complete highlight tape. Over 20 yards out, just a strike. Sophie Murphy will come back into this game.
Number 7, Sophie Murphy.
Again, we'll stay right here. Jay's throw-in incoming. Back and forth we go here. Jay's looking to make transition now. Obayashi on the bottom of your screen. Nice little move there to cross up Gugliotta. And now Gugliotta sends Monaco flying, and somehow it's always Bailey. I feel like it's always Bailey who goes down hard. It's almost like they know that she's the heart and soul of this team. And perhaps they do. Perhaps they know that the scouting report, Bailey Monaco, is the grittiness. She gets after it. Tough cookie. Here comes the kick from Persky, and Brosnan leaps up out of nowhere to grab that one. Approaching the 74th minute now. O'Toole runs this one down. Gets a foot on it now, and here comes Riley. Chased by Pendleton. She's going to cross it over into the middle. Was looking for Bailey Monaco, but nothing doing. Here comes a run now on the other side for Dickinson. And a foul against the Red Devils. Back the other way we go for the Jays as we approach the 75th minute. A low liner intended for Samantha Hoffman, all kinds of time. Obayashi intercepts that one. And now the crowd sarcastically giving it up for that call that went towards the Jays. Boy, they've been awfully active in the crowd. We got a fun one here tonight. A little chippy. Not only on the field, but in the crowd as well. Bailey Monaco now being picked up by Gugliotta. This one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dickinson. Now the officials stopped this game for just a moment for some reason. Dedrickson was tying her shoe, but I don't think that was the reason why they stopped the game. Obayashi runs right into Gugliotta. Mizuho is not afraid to put her body on the line. She's a fun player to watch. Lazarus comes into this game. Will replace Sienna Zittel. Here comes the throw-in now. That was Donahue. And now another call going against Johns Hopkins. The crowd continues to show its disapproval. And now Santangelo working for position. She's got no help. And there's a miss hit there. Sophie Murphy back to Bess Kitzmiller. Jay's looking to keep the momentum going here. Back in the 61st minute, Riley O'Toole tied us up at 1. Samantha Hoffman with it now. Annie Pendleton. Carly Lupton-Smith coming back over to the table for the Jays. Dedrickson now lifts this one on down. Sophie Murphy gets ahead on it. Now Gugliotta's picked up by Obayashi. Fired it into the middle. Persky now gets it out of harm's way. Nice defensive stand there by Kyla. As O'Toole lets that one go.
Now in for Hopkins, number 22, Carly Lupton-Smith. Now in for Dickinson, number 10, Brianna Davis.
Brianna Davis comes back in for Dickinson. Lupton Smith does as well for the Jays. Approaching the 80th minute now. Nice play there by Thea Harvey-Brown to get it out of bounds. Coach Zingman likes what he sees down there. It's anybody's ball game right now, folks. We're interlocked at 1, and we've now played 80 minutes. Who wants it? We are approaching crunch time now, and here comes Maddie Rocks with a run up ahead now to Santangelo. Bailey Monaco's off to her right on the top of your screen. Bailey Monaco. Santangelo gets it taken away. Obayashi keeps it alive. O'Toole now creates separation, and it's snuck out of bounds. Last touch by Donahue. Jesse Cole comes into this game.
Now in for Hopkins, number 30, Jesse Cole.
Maddie Rocks will take a seat. Get a much-needed rest for the Jays. Obayashi set to throw it in, gets it ahead to Riley O'Toole, who's working with Donahue. Boy, you know, Riley O'Toole really separates herself really well. The way that she gets position is stellar. She can really go against anybody, as now Bailey Monaco tries to do the same thing. Obayashi keeps it alive. Lupton Smith working back and forth. Nice touch pass. That one's fired out of bounds by Pendleton. Jay's throwing and coming. All right, so here we go. Bailey Monaco now with a corner kick opportunity. Here comes a nice chance for the Jays to take the lead late in the 81st minute. Monaco with O'Toole in the front of the box. Here comes the kick. O'Toole got ahead on it, and Sophie Murphy did as well on a second try. Nothing doing, though. Nice defensive stand there after a booming kick by Bailey Monaco, who places it so well. O'Toole keeps it alive. Great footwork from the freshman on the sidelines. Kyla Persky now up ahead for Santangelo. Michelle's looking for a position. Crowd sharing its disapproval for that call. Throw-in incoming now for Dickinson. And a substitution, Abby Zandy will come in for Gugliotta. So not a whole lot from Gugliotta here tonight. She's got 9 points on the season, leads the team in that category, and leads the team in goals with 4. Yet she hasn't even attempted a shot here tonight. Obayashi heads that one out of bounds as we approach the 84th minute. Not a lot of time here left in regulation. Jay's got to get something going. They want to escape this one and avoid overtime. And now here comes a throw-in earned by Johns Hopkins. Obayashi up ahead. Santangelo now misfired there. She was up ahead looking for Bailey Monaco, and now Monaco chasing hard. Santangelo steps up on this one, intercepts it now, off to her right. A nice pass to Thea Harvey-Brown with a nice cut. And now Harvey-Brown's going to fire wide right. Goal kick now earned by Dickinson. Jesse Cole got ahead on that one for the Jays as we approach the 85th minute. Both teams trying to get something going here in the last 5 minutes and change. As now here comes a ball. It's misplayed, and coming up with it and freeing herself is Riley O'Toole. Here comes Riley to the goal, and she fires it in. O'Toole. They now go up 2-1 in the 85th minute. Riley O'Toole putting on a clinic in the last couple games for the Jays. Well, how about it, guys? Riley O'Toole has erupted for 4 goals in the last 2 games for the freshman. And the Jays now look to close it out. They lead 2-1 in the 85th minute. What a game. What a second half for Riley. Coach Weil is pumped up on the sidelines. And the Jays now looking to close it out to improve to 9-2-1. They got 4 minutes and change before they can say that. And now let's see if Dickinson can respond here. O'Toole now with a nice play there. Still down and slow to get up is Addie Zandy.
Goal scored by number 16, Riley O'Toole. Time of the goal, 85 minutes.
So here comes a throw-in now opportunity for Dickinson. Lupton Smith gets a foot on that. And now that one's fired out of bounds. Well, for Riley O'Toole, she increases her numbers now. 17 points on the season. And that's her 9th goal. Of course, I just mentioned 4 games and 2 goals. 4 goals in 2 games for Riley. And now with 4 minutes left, the Jays are in good shape. Just got to close it out here in crunch time. Dickinson will certainly have something to say about that. 14 shots now for the Jays, just 6 for the Red Devils. So Kyla Persky lifts that one up ahead and clears it. Well, Bess Kitzmiller hasn't been able, or I should say, it really hasn't had to do much in goal tonight for Hopkins. Stellar defensive performances from Kyla Persky, Obayashi, Leslie Bruni contributed as well. Thea Harvey-Brown had solid stands. Just a nice night for this defense, and now they're under 3 to go before they can wrap this one up and put number 9 in that win column. So Dickinson still running hard as Leslie Bruni stops that and halts progression. Bailey Monaco now with some time. Thea Harvey Bound with the throw in. Taking their time are the Jays, looking to wrap this one up. What a second half it was. Lupton Smith will run down and take the throw in now. Bailey Monaco fighting for position. Red Devils earn the throw in now. Under a minute and a half left to play in regulation. It's out of bounds. Last touched by the Red Devils. Jays will throw it in. Thea Harvey Brown tracking that one down. Under a minute now. Jays still threatening offensively. Earn themselves a corner kick. So they're going to take their time setting up this one, as they're just 45 seconds away from putting this one in the books. Bailey Monaco seriously taking her time over there. 30 seconds to play. Another corner kick incoming. Or excuse me, just a throw-in. Monaco will take care of it.
10, 9, 8.
And the waning seconds in this one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And at the buzzer, the Jays survive another one. They played the majority of this game. Down 1-0, and they come soaring back for another dramatic second half comeback. Riley O'Toole led the way for the Jays with 2 goals. What a game for the Jays. They improved to 9-2-1, stay unbeaten in the Centennial Conference, now 4-0. As for the Red Devils, they fall to 7-3-1, 1-2-1 in the Centennial Conference. And the Jays start out October just the way they wanted to. 2-1, taking down the Red Devils. And for Coach Zingman, that's got to be a stinger right there. His alma mater beats him here in his first season at Dickinson. What a night from Homewood Field as the Jays cruise on. They will be in action next on Saturday at 6 o'clock kickoff right here at Homewood Field against the Muhlenberg Mules. I'll be with you on the call right here on HopTV. Tonight, you've been watching Johns Hopkins University Women's Soccer on HopTV. I'm Bob Trossett saying good night from Homewood Field. We'll see you this weekend, everybody.